You're like me and have played RuneScape for a long time, and you have played for as a normal account, an Iron Man account, and even a hardcore Iron Man account. Some of you have probably even played an Ultimate Iron Man. Although fun, after having played these game modes for such a long time, the game has become a much more streamlined way of playing. A while back, I made a chunk account that was limited to chunks of the map. The idea of being locked to chunks is exciting and gives you that fresh sense of figuring out your own methods to progress and really exploring areas you normally wouldn't. I've always enjoyed clue scrolls with the thrill of opening reward caskets, and so I've decided to combine the clue scrolls in chunks. I give you my clue scroll lock chunk account series, Uncover Clues. Before I get into the rules of the series, I would like to give a shout out to the YouTuber Stumpy Nigel, who has recently started a similar account and gave me the inspiration to start my own. I will be playing an Iron Man for this account, which I'm sure all of you know the rules to by now. I will also make this account a hardcore Iron Man to add an element of risk. But I will continue as a standard Iron Man if I am to perish. This is a chunk locked account, which means I can only interact with the game inside of any playable chunks, although there will be minor exceptions to this. Lumbridge will be my starting chunk. New chunks can be unlocked by completing a clue step within them, but only when this clue step rewards a casket. Any clue requirements have to be obtained within a previously unlocked chunk, except music tracks, which can be obtained when required. Dungeons can be used if they are located within an unlocked chunk, and any clue completed within a dungeon unlocks the chunk they are located in. If a clue set requires a quest unlocked area, then this quest can be completed if the items and skills required for doing so are obtainable in current chunks. Traveling to unlocked areas or clue step locations is allowed through current locked chunks, such as charter ships or teleports. With the rules out of the way, we can get into the end goals of the account. These are to complete all stash units and unlock all possible chunks. The ultimate end goal of the account will be to obtain all clue scroll milestone reward items and the Bloodhound pet. With all of that out of the way, let's get into the video. Right, so I want to start off, I believe in this chunk, as you can see on screen here, we've only unlocked the Lumbridge chunk. So I do want to get onto clue scrolls straight away, because that's basically the whole point of the account, and that I hope is progress by unlocking more chunks. So probably the best thing we can kill right now is going to be goblins, but first we need to find ourselves a weapon. So we've got Bob's axes over here, and he actually has a few weapons to be able to buy, but we just don't have any money yet. The best weapon in our starting chunk is probably going to be the Mithril Battle Axe. But that's costing a fair amount at the moment, and we don't actually have the stats required just yet. So I'm going to take a look around if there's any item spawns that we can use. Okay, so I've actually managed to find an onion spawn up here. It's basically just on the table right here. And that'll heal us a 1 hit point, because we're going to need food to take on the goblins to start with. I also believe there's a cabbage spawn in the Lumbridge cellar that we can use as well. And I believe both of them heal 1 hit point, so we'll probably have to end up doing some hopping around to gather some food for the kills. In the early levels anyway, until we can gain some defense. So there are actually some leather boots down in the Lumbridge basement as well. I'm not sure if these actually even give you a stats. Apparently they do. You get a slash +1 and a crush +1. So this is going to be our best in slot boots for now. And here's the cabbage spawn I was on about earlier. So we could just take this. We're going to hop worlds, get a full inventory, and then try and find a weapon. So here we go. We've got a full inventory of food. And to be honest with you, it's quite funny because I never thought it'd actually be, hopping worlds to pick up cabbages to use as a food source. And that's why I love this whole chunk restricted game mode. So here we are, over with the goblins. And there's actually an iron dagger inside this goblin building. So what we're going to do, I believe this will be our best in slot weapon for a little while. So what we're going to do is we're just going to sit here, kill some goblins, train up our stats, and hopefully get some clue scrolls. Because I know these guys can drop easy and beginner clues. I'm not too sure on the actual drop rate of it, but I'll just check that now. Yeah, so beginner clues are 1 in 64, and then easy clues are 1 in 128. So it's actually pretty good rates, to be honest. So mage trainers would be quite hard, because we're quite limited on the amount of runes we can get right now. We can't really get to many shops right now that sell them. And if we did, we also don't even have the amount of GP to do it. So what we can actually do is if we come over to the magic combat tutor over here, we can right click claim. It should give us 30 air runes and 30 mind runes. And then every half an hour we can use the drop trick and should give us another 30 of each. So we're going to do that and hopefully build up a stack and get some mage levels out of it as well. There we go, there's the first level of the account, level 2 strength. There we go guys, that's 5 strength. I'm gonna start training my strength up until it's level 13. Because when it's level 13, we actually get an extra max hit with the Iron Dagger, so we'll go up to a 3. And then we can start training up our defense just to make ourselves a bit tankier, because it's quite annoying actually to go around and pick up cabbages or onions. It takes a little while. I've just been researching into the bronze spear and the actual iron dagger. The iron dagger is actually like a complete terrible weapon. Apparently, the bronze spear is better than it. They attack every 4 ticks. They've actually got the same attack speed. And for some reason, I thought spears are actually a bit worse, but apparently not. Spear gives you an extra 2 melee strength bonus, which means we're going to be able to hit freeze a few strength levels sooner than the actual iron dagger can. Plus she gets some additional slash and crush bonuses, and stab and slash defense. I'm assuming we can train strength with it? Could be wrong though. Oh yeah, we can't actually train strength with it, it's only all shared. So that's that idea at the moment. So we'll continue using the Iron Dagger for now. We might actually swap to the spear and just put it on shared afterwards. Or definitely when we train defense, we'll use the spear for it anyway. Okay, there we go guys, it's the first clue scroll of the account. We actually get an easy clue scroll. As you can see on the right here, we've only actually killed 42 goblins, so that's about a third or so under the actual drop rate for it. So that's going to be good. So we're going to open this up in a second, as soon as I finish off this goblin, and we're going to check out what the step is. Okay guys, so here we go, let's see if we can do it. Yeah, headbang in the Alcrid mine, North Alcrid, equip a desert shirt, leather gloves, and leather boots. Yeah, so sadly we can't do the first clue, even the first clue step of the series. We can't actually get a desert shirt. I'm not sure about leather gloves, there might be a spawn somewhere around Lumbridge. But in terms of the desert shirt, we actually have to go to Shanty Pass for that. So we can't do that yet, so we have to drop that clue, sadly. Hey, and here you go guys, we actually just got a second easy clue scroll. And I believe that was only like 14 kills later, so we're getting pretty lucky on the easies at the moment. It'd be nice to get some beginners, because I feel like they'd be easy to complete. But if we somehow manage to complete an easy clue scroll, I'm not complaining either. Let's go ahead and see what it is. So speak to Jatix in Tavali. Okay, so we can actually travel here, because we're actually allowed to travel through zones that are chunks that are still locked for us. So let's go see if we can do this clue. So I'm going to go ahead and buy a spade as well, because, obviously you can get those, coordinate clues, we have to dig or whatever. So we might need one anyway, just save us having to come back here. So here we are, guys. Just arriving at Tavali. Here's Jatix as well. So we won't be able to unlock the actual chunk here, even when we complete the step, because easy clues are always 2 to 4 steps long. So we won't be able to get this chunk anyway. But let's just go ahead and see if we can do the clues for after this one. There we go, it's giving us another clue. Let's see what it is. So search the bucket in the Port Sarim jail. Talk to Shanty and identify yourself as an outlaw. Refuse to pay the 5 to be fined twice, and you will be sent to the Port Sarim jail. Oh, so that's just a shortcut. So obviously we're going to walk there anyway, because there's no point doing this. But yeah, we can actually do the second step as well, so we might be able to actually unlock the Port Sarim jail, which could be interesting. We got our first random event of the account as well, guys. This is Leo. I think this guy can only give us an outfit, but just in case we can get an actual reward, we're going to go ahead and do it anyway. Now, I haven't actually done this random event in years and years and years. Like, it's been a long-ass time, but I do vaguely remember it. So I'll finish this, and we'll see what we get at the end. And here we go, guys. That should be all the graves in the right order. That should be it, hopefully. See what he says. Yeah, there we go, guys. That's all done. I believe you just get a zombie outfit or a moat. So I don't actually remember, but yeah, we'll see anyway. So what do you give us? Yeah, he actually gave us a zombie mask. So yeah, we're gonna actually rock this now, guys. This actually looks pretty cool, the zombie mask. I forgot this was an item in the game as well. Here we are, guys, just arriving at the Port Sarim jail over here. As you can see here, we just unlocked Siege Shanty 2, so you get some absolute bangers now on the music player. Now there should be a bucket here somewhere. Runelight is very, very helpful in this. I'm assuming I can just open the door, right? Or do I have to picklock it or something? So fairly well locked. Can we picklock it? Can't find a way to picklock from this side, and we can't actually open it. Right. Okay, then. In terms of this actual clue, I'm not sure if I'm going to make an exception to this or not. Because we can actually get a clue scroll that will lead us to Shanty Pass. And we're not supposed to actually interact, with anyone we shouldn't. So I'm actually going to go ahead and drop this clue. Because we can get a clue there at the Shanty Pass, we can eventually unlock that, which means we can eventually unlock this clue. I mean, it kind of sucks that we can't complete it, but, we also don't want to, cheat against the rules of the account or anything. Guys, we just got our first bronze square as well of the account, so that's going to be a nice little upgrade, make us tank a little bit more. To pick less onions and cabbages. Here we go, guys, 12 strength as well. So what we're going to do now is we're going to swap over to the bronze spear. Although we do drop the actual shield slot, this is going to be much better for us. It gives us a max hit now, so we get to hit 3s of it. So it's actually better than the dagger, and we can put it on block, just train us for defense of it for the time being. So I haven't actually hit a single 3 yet, so I think my calculation was probably off. I'm assuming it's to do with attack style. I have no idea though. Because these are all controlled attack styles. So I'm not entirely sure, to be honest, but we're just going to go swap back to the dagger and the shield for now. We're going to train up a few more strength levels and then go back when we actually have the max in. Here we go, guys. That's our third easy clue. That's 121 goblins. So we've had about 3 easy clues in the time of ownership. I had 1. And we've yet to see a beginner clue as well. So RNG is a little bit all over the place, but let's see if we can do the clue. Balance of the Legends to the Legends Guild, equip iron plate legs, an emerald amulet, and an oak longbow. Now, in our current chunk, we can't even get iron plate legs, I can tell you that for a fact. An emerald amulet, I don't believe we can. And an oak longbow. We might be able to do an oak longbow, but we need a random event to get flax. So I'm afraid we can't do this one, guys. We have to drop it. Which is a shame, to be honest, but, hopefully we get some beginners rolling, because that should be easier to unlock some chunks for us. So I just missed a level up, guys. We've got 15 strength now. So I believe now if I put the bronze spear on defense mode, this time we should be able to hit 3s of it. Wow, guys, this easy clue luck is insane. 4 easy clues in 167 goblins. Not a single beginner clue, but the easy clues. Hopefully we can do this one, guys. Hopefully the fourth time's the charm. Okay, here we go. Come on, come on. Oh, what is this? Dude, you could put coif, iron plate body, and leather gloves outside Keep Lefay. Nah, I'm fairly sure, same as the other one, I won't be able to do this. Any sort of crafting guide for a coif? I mean, I can get like a cowhide, but I can't actually tan it. I have no way of tanning it, so that's completely out. Iron plate body, I can't make that. Leather gloves, I don't even think there's actually a spawn around here. Even if there was, we couldn't do the clue in it. It's that sad, so we have to drop the 4th easy clue that we've got in a row. Just really hoping on these beginners from here on now. There we go, guys, and that's 10 defense coming in there. So now we're going to start training some attack, because I'm a lot more tanky now. I shouldn't really need to eat any food either. There's our first beginner clue scroll, coming in at 236 goblins. See if we can do it. The Charlie the Tramp in Varrock. I'm not sure we can do any of these, but we'll see anyway. Okay, here we are, so let's see what we get. He needs a what? He needs a trout. Don't think I can do that. I'm fairly sure I can't do that. Yeah, so I've got the actual fish spawn there for it. I don't have a fishing rods or feathers. So that's a drop. Here we go, guys. This one came quicker than the last of a beginner clue scroll. See what it is. Okay, Reldo clues. I'm allowed to go and do Reldo clues. So I'm going to grab the strange device and do that. So I definitely should be able to do that one. So that's good. Here we are at Reldo. If we talk to him, he should give us a strange device. Yes, I do. I don't know what I do, but I do. Let's see. Place is very cold. Warmer than last time. I don't even know if Runelite helps me out here, to be honest. Warmer than last time. Warmer than last time again. Let me try and figure this out. Here we go, guys. I believe it's actually in this cow pen, I'm fairly sure. I think I just dig here, it should do it. No, apparently not. Okay, let me just check this out. So here we go, guys. It was actually in the cow pen like I thought it was. It's finally told me. It's inside the wheat field here. So let's see if we can complete this on our first attempt. And here we go. Let's see if it gives us another clue. Okay, we did get another clue. So sadly, we won't be able to lock this area, which would have been quite nice. We would have started the agility course for us. We would have been able to actually start a bit of Slayer there, which probably would have helped us anyway, though. We've been a step closer to doing Vampire Slayer. So yeah, we would have had access to Drainer Sewers, which I believe has zombies and skeletons. It would have given us a different training method. But let's see what this next one is. Okay, it's actually the Wizard's Tower. So we can actually do this one, so we're going to go there now. Cool, and there we go, the first clue scroll complete. Well, maybe complete, we'll see. Second step done anyway. There we go, we actually got a casket, so we actually get this chunk here now. Oh, not that one. There we go, so we're actually going to go explore as well, see what we can find. So the first one we've got here are wizards. So wizards can drop a staff, so it's good for auto casting. Blue wizard robe and a blue wizard hat, so we can get something with a bit of mage bonus going. They also drop a ton of various runes. I believe they drop almost every rune. Some of them, you know, a lot rarer than others. But that's pretty cool. Mine talisman and a water talisman. So if we ever had to visit those altars, we'd be okay. But they don't actually drop any clue scrolls, so they're probably not worth killing at the moment anyway. So we need those major upgrades. Down in the basement here, another wizards. Part of the Rune Masteries quest, if we can get to Varrock, we can start that. Also, you've got the altar here from the Restless Ghost quest. So I'm not sure if we can actually complete that quest yet. I think we need Lumbridge Swamp actually. So we can get the Ghost Speak Amulet. Yes, we can't do that just yet. We've also got a chicken spawn here as well. So if we needed feathers, we could kill this chicken. So upstairs we've got the wizard, this guy here. Can make you split bark armors. The only issue is we don't have access to bark or fine cloth, so that doesn't help us. Trayborn, part of the various quests. I have no idea who Rick is, never seen him before. So on the top floor we've got Wizard Ms. Gog. We can actually complete the Imp Catcher quest because we've actually got imps in our starting chunk. We basically just need all the beads, we can actually get an amulet accuracy. So that'll be a good upgrade to work towards. There's also a Lesser Demon up here. This Lesser Demon can drop us like a Rune Med Helm. We would need Telegraph though to get it, but it doesn't drop any clue scrolls either, so we're probably going to leave them alone for now. So I'm just going to go ahead and open up the first clue scroll, see what we get. So we're at the clue casket. So we've got a helm upgrade, which is pretty good. We've got a shield upgrade as well, and then just some random air runes as well. So not bad, big in a clue. Here guys, I literally only did like 3 more kills. We've just got another easy clue scroll. Let's see if we can do it. So if the drawers above Varrock shops. Okay, we can actually do this one. That's good. There we go, guys. We're at the drawers. Sadly, we can't get an actual casket off this. It's the first step of an easy. We have to do it's 2 to 4. It would have been really good to get as well because of all the stuff you can get here. Here we go. See what it is. Search for a crate in a building in Hemminster. Right, I believe we can do this one as well. So we're gonna travel over there now. So I don't really want to cross White Wolf Mountain here. Because in the rules I've allowed it, I can travel like through chunks. Like also use things like charter ships. I'm gonna get the charter ship. from Port Sarim, because it would be safer. There we go, so we're at Cafe B now. That's the majority of our cash stack absolutely rinsed, which I'm not happy about, but had to be done. So here we go, we're at the crate. Let's see if we get the casket. Yeah, we actually got the casket there, so we unlocked this chunk. I don't really think it's that useful of a chunk, but we'll take a look around anyway and see what we can see. So we've got access to a glass blown pipe here, which doesn't really help us much because you can buy these from charters. I don't think we'll be using it until we can get to charters anyway. Grandpa Jack, this guy I believe. Oh, does he sell fleshing rods? Oh, so this guy actually sells a fishing rod, which I didn't know. So we might be able to fish something when we need to as well. So that's pretty good. So we can go in the range guild as well when we get 40 range, and there's some upgrades in there. There's also a clue location there as well. Chickens here we can kill. We need feathers or anything. Don't think we can go in here. I think this is part of a quest. Yeah, competition pass. So we can't do that anyway. Range here for cooking. There's nothing upstairs though, just a really pink bed. Yeah, there's a chest in here as well actually, which is a feeding chest. So we're not high enough level. We can't get into it anyway, but I'm going to check which level that requires. Yeah, so this chest requires 47 feeding, and all it can give us is 20 coins and 5 steel arrow tips, so not really useful in the slightest, other than a way to train. We also have an anvil through this side, so we're to actually train smithing when we get to that. There's a cave here with goblins as well, but we can't actually access it because we can't get to the square in front of the chunk, sadly. There's also a ton of trees around here, so that'd be perfect for some woodcutting training. But you had willows over there by the sea, oaks here, standard trees as well. So you can actually come down to this cave, which is in the Temple of Icov quest. There are giant bats here, so we might train on these later. I'm not really sure, to be honest. We've got stairs over this way, which I believe give us access to the Boots of Lightness. We can't get to the boots though because it's too dark down here. We do need some sort of light source. So I almost died in the dungeon, but we couldn't actually access any of the gates yet. So there's not much else to do down there. So we're going to go ahead and open up the clue scroll. Casket and see what we get. Okay, that's really good actually. Blue Wizard Hat's tea. And a staff of air. So that's really good. That means we don't even need our air runes anymore. Just the mind runes. And then that's a nice fashionscape upgrade. This hat's actually worth 74k. So that's like most of our bank value right now, which is absolutely amazing. So after that amazing first easy clue, I'm going to end the video looking like an absolute beast. So after our rough start of failing easy clue scrolls, we managed to complete a beginner and an easy clue. The chunks unlocked didn't give us many massive upgrades, but were a good start. If you enjoyed the video, then give me a like, don't forget to subscribe, and leave me a comment down below. I'll see you guys in the next video.